technology moves at a very different pace to the law, and attitudes about technology are very different to attitudes within the law. Does it help, hinder, influence? What's that experience been like for you?
Yeah, I think I'd probably answer that in two ways. When we're talking about a situation where two parties are coming together on developing technology and there's a contractual relationship there, the parties are going to want to think really carefully about what could go wrong. And that's the perfect place for contractual negotiations. It's an allocation of risk. And so I think that works really well when you've got two parties and their lawyers thinking really carefully about what could go wrong and what do we do about it. Like not in an antagonistic way, but in a spirit of partnership. So let's define what the risks are and see how we deal with them if and when they materialise. That's on the sort of the partnership aspect of this. But then there's a situation where the regulation is not yet here, or it doesn't necessarily map to the thing that a single company or a partnership wants to build.
True.
And then that becomes really difficult, because if we don't know what the law is, then lawyers find it hard to advise on what the level of risk is. And so I think that's where we move into a situation where lawyers are using legal skills and legal thinking, but to deliver what is essentially common sense advice or business-focused advice, rather than what would purely be considered legal advice. And I think lawyers can be useful there. I think we need to be clear that that is not legal advice when you're asked to advise on a risk that is not a legal risk. But I think it's a really good place for lawyers to be utilised, because they have those critical thinking skills and they can understand how to think about risk, how to size risk, and help their client think through what the possibilities are and how to deal with those possibilities when they arise.